Hey, I'm going to talk about different types of guitar. If this looks familiar to you, it's probably because you have one. This is the Spanish guitar. I don't know about you, but I, like most people, started on the Spanish guitar. Probably because it's the cheapest guitar you can get. You can pick one of these up for well under €100, and I mean they're great. They sound awesome, and they're really good for practicing and building up the strength in your fingers. Because I mean they're not easy to play. They're the only other reason someone might start on a Spanish guitar is it uses nylon strings as opposed to steel, and when you first start playing, steel strings they're quite hard on the fingers. Nylon's a bit easier. On the flip side, Spanish guitars it's got a much higher action. Action is basically the height of the strings from the fretboard. Basically how much effort you have to put in to make the notes sound, like how hard you have to push the string down. And Spanish guitars have a very high action, so they're actually harder to play in that aspect. It's harder to play certain chords on a Spanish guitar, and as far as I'm concerned it's impossible to do certain things, certain kind of rock techniques. You just need like iron fingers to do them on a Spanish guitar. I'm sure you can guess, steel string. Guitar has steel strings. It usually has a longer neck and lower action than a Spanish guitar. Sometimes it has what you call a cutaway, which is just like this on a steel guitar, steel string guitar. Obviously that's for reaching these higher frets, which can be quite difficult on a steel string guitar. But for me, a steel string guitar is a natural evolution from a Spanish guitar. I'm not saying it's better, I'm just saying it's where I go after playing a Spanish guitar for a while, and then onto the electric. Again, steel string guitars in general would be cheaper than your electric guitar, but there are some incredibly pricey steel string guitars out there. Like some of the higher end steel string guitars will be well over $1,000. You can get guitars for over $2,000. This electric guitar I have here is it's a Yamaha model. It's actually quite a cheap guitar, but the reason I got it was because the humbucker pickup. Just a bit of distortion or feedback, I should say. So this humbucker pickup here, as I was saying earlier, it gives it a rounder, fuller sound, which to me translates as a more powerful sound. So what I did with this guitar was I changed the tuning, so its tuning is far lower. The tuning in this guitar is C tuning, so it's the same. All the strings are the same relative distance apart from each other, as with standard tuning, but it's much lower. It's far more evil. The guitar I'm using here, my favourite guitar, is it's a Fender Stratocaster, and as I was saying a little earlier, it's a bit it's a very rock guitar. Like, it's very versatile. It can play all sorts, from like Beatles to, you know, kind of heavier stuff. Like, it's perfectly suitable as even using it as a kind of metal guitar. But it can play anything. It can play blues and rock and jazz.